Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ng reaction opinion itong post ni Attorney Regal Oliva. Nakakaya. Sabi, someone should tell Gerbil Luistro that the laway, yung laway building up her side lips look so gross. Anong gross? I stop watching, sabi niya. Ako, hindi ko napansin. Kanina, habang nag-opening statement si Congresswoman Luistro, nakikinig lang ako yung kanyang as usual propaganda. Hindi ko nabantayan yung laway na... Kasi ako, kung nag-vlog ako, nababantayan ko dyan. Mamaya, may pumuputi na dito. Kaya, ang ginagawa ko, pag nabantayan ko, medyo gaganon ako, o kaya gagawa ko ng paraan na mawala yung laway. Pag hindi. Ganon ba? I don't know sa inyo kung nabantayan nyo. Laway building up her side lips look so gross. Ano yung gross? Nakakaya. Ayan ba naman to? So, ang daming tumatawa. 9,300 ang nag-react. 8,400 ang tumatawa. Basa tayo sa mga comments. Anong mga comments? Sumubo pa kasi bago nag-speech. Bek Berano. My thoughts exactly. My TV is still on listening but I look at my phone browsing at my post picture. Parang nauulol na po. I stop watching to. Kadiri to death. Akala ko ako lang. So, ang dami palang nakapansin. Ako hindi ko napansin. Kasi ang pinapakinggan ko, yung kanyang mga pananalita na karamihan propaganda. Princess Sisay, parehag yung tag napansin, attorney. Yung speech dapat para sa ila, mga bagag lips. M. Flores, ako din. OMG, akala ko maliit na mic. Someone needs to give her tissue. Grabe. Nakaka-distract yung laway. Dapat may quote na another day, another Regal, POV. Sige, attorney, Regal, gawan nyo ito ng another day. Pa-share po ng video clip. Sigurado, lalabas yan yung video clip na... Kasi, di ba, ang Pangulo, nung nagpunta sa New York last year, tumutulo ang sipon, naging viral. So ito ngayon, laway ni Luistro sa lips. Tumutulo. Okay, pakinggan natin si Attorney Season sa kanyang opening statement.
The President's appeal of that disallowance support their accusations with the release of that decision by the COA conveniently timed and coinciding with the committee hearings. They will claim that the certifications of the PSA confirm their allegation that recipients of the confidential funds do not exist, even though they listed one Mary Grace Piatos in their pre-trial brief as among their witnesses, or that the liquidation of the confidential funds in a span of 11 days was allegedly swift as to invite suspicion. The prosecution will assert that the supposed NBI findings of similar signatures across a number of acknowledgement receipts submitted to the COA are supportive of their conclusion that the disbursements of the confidential funds were irregular. What the prosecution avoided informing the public so far are these: that it was the then Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management, Amena Pangandaman, who issued a memorandum for the President through Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin on October 18, 2022, recommending the approval of the Office of the Vice President's request for confidential funds. That the Office of the President did in fact approve that recommendation of the DBM through a memorandum from the Executive Secretary dated November 28, 2022 and signed by the former Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin by order of the President. That on December 13, 2022, the DBM Special Allotment Order number 0-PMB-C-22-001-2004, signed by former Secretary Amena Pangandaman to cover the request of financial assistance, subsidy, and confidential funds of the OVP that, notwithstanding the impending end of the fiscal year, the confidential funds were nonetheless released to the OVP on December 20, 2022 under this documented approval process. That the COA decision is far from being final, that there is a pending motion for the consideration of that decision that, assuming arguendo, the COA denies that MR today, or while this trial is ongoing, as could plausibly happen under the circumstances, the respondent accused still has legal remedies available under the law and rules and can file a petition to question the validity of any forthcoming resolution of the COA on the MR under Rule 64 via petition for certiorari under Rule 65 of the Rules of Court, and more importantly, that nothing in the notice of disallowance or COA decision states any findings of supposed misuse of confidential funds as confirmed by attorney Gloria Camora when she was asked on this point during the committee hearing on April 14, 2026. Across all other articles, the prosecution will lay a landscape of what it deems to be their evidence in support of their speculations and conclusions. We are not strangers to all these accusations precisely because this was not the first time these narratives were foisted into the minds of the general public. We have heard the same tales and stories of these accusations since 2024 when the House conducted its Quadcom hearings and most recently the mini trial of its Committee on Justice. But what we must not forget amid all these accusations is the fundamental legal principle that the burden of proof never shifts. Burden of proof never shifts. He who accuses must prove his allegations with evidence that meets not only the degree of proof required, but also meets the evidentiary standards of admissibility, credibility, relevance, materiality, and competence. We therefore should not lose sight of the core principle that the burden of proof is on the prosecution, and unless it discharges that burden, the accused need not even offer evidence on her behalf, and she will be entitled to an acquittal. This is the law then. This is the law now. And the underlying principle for this burden of proof is simple. Under our Constitution, every accused is presumed innocent until proven otherwise. An accused has in her favor the presumption of innocence which the Bill of Rights guarantees.
So, I think ito na yung last part. Mamaya mag-adjourn na ang day 1 ng trial. At una, i-summarize ko lang ha. Yung pronouncement ng presiding officer. Ang threshold ng conviction votes is still 16. Ang Supreme Court lang ang makakapagbago niyan. Kung hindi magsasalita ang Supreme Court, hanggang 16. Wala nang no ifs, no buts. 16 talaga ang number of votes. So, day 1 is very productive. Pabor kay BP Sara. Salamat mga kaibigan sa inyong pagsubaybay sa channel nito. Nakakatulong kayo ng malaki sa tribong Talandig ng Bukidnon dahil ang income natin sa channel nito is pantulong sa tribo. Namimigay tayo ng libreng yero at pako para makapagpatayo sila ng mas maayos na tirahan. Panoorin nyo ang video nito.
Sa balay sa Tabangan og yero, so muna ni kadtong gitabang nga yero tungod kay kagahapon ulan man, so wala ko kaanhi, so ila na gyud gi atop dali sila atop kay ulan man, at least nga dili daw sila maulanan. So muna ni kadtong gitabang nga yero nga nakaatop na gyud sila. So napulihan na gyud tong ilang atop nga ilang gitangtang nga mga buslot na. So nindot na sad kay nakaatop na sila sa gitabang.
Salamat sa Ginoo nga gihatagan mi og sin nga nakaatop na gid mi, nakasilong na mi kay ang among balay wala na naman. Sa salamat mi sa naghatag sa sin. Kay salamat.
Kagahapon tungod kay gaulan naman, so nagdali-dali na mo sa pag-atop.
Oh, kanay gabasa man mi.
Oo, so excited kayo mga natagaan og yero.
Excited mi kayo kay kuan dili na mi karon mabasa og bisag dagan na kay ulan. Sa nagpasalamat mi sa Ginoo kay natagaan mi sin nakatop na mi dili na mi mabasa. Nga taba nga sa matagan mi mautruan. Salamat kaayo.
Salamat.